In this challenge, this TryHackMe challenge, we will hack a website, the Epoch online tool. So it's just a random tool and it converts Unix dates to timestamps. So to start this, we'll start both the machine. So that's the machine with the website, and we'll also start an attack box. This will take a second or so to start. So we are starting this machine and also the attack box. So once started, we can open the website. If we open the browser has started, so we can now open that website. So with that http:// and then we type in the address, the target IP address. We can copy it here and we'll paste it in here. So I'll paste it by using this little clipboard, and then we paste it in, press enter. So now we enter this website where you can type some number and it converts it to a timestamp or to a time. You see, if I type some input here, it is using some commands to convert that to this timestamp. So if we would put some Unix timestamp here, it converts it. Now, typically on Linux systems, you can chain commands. For example, we can type the date command, but when you add a semicolon, it executes the next command. So we can type date, semicolon date, and you'll see it gets executed twice. Or we can chain these, and you'll see it executes all of those commands. Now we can try the same thing in this input. If they didn't do any input filtering and directly use the command, we should be able to see or use other commands. If we do semicolon date, you'll see it's executing the date here below, and it doesn't matter how many commands we type there. You see we are using the Linux date command and it executes that. Obviously it shouldn't be doing that. Now we can use any Linux command. So if we type a semicolon, we can chain other commands. For example, pwd or who am I. We can see what user, so we are the user named challenge. We can do ls, list the files and folders. And now we are looking inside the computer's folder. And just to verify which folder we are in, we type pwd and we are in the folder home challenge. So we can run individual commands, but this is a bit cumbersome to type commands like this, every time typing some commands and clicking convert and then browsing around like this. So what we can open here is a so-called reverse shell that will give us access through a normal command line. We can open this reverse shell. To do that, we click on the terminal here and we'll start a listener. On the attack box, it's reverse, so the victim's computer, this computer connects to this attack box. So in order for the victim to connect, we start a listener. And we do that with this command. It starts listening on port 4444. This is completely random. If you want to pick another port, you can. So we press enter. And now here we'll type a command that will connect to this box and provide the shell. So we can use this bash tcp command. You have this reverse shell cheat sheet. We take this top command. Then we paste in here this command, change the address in the port. You see here 4242. We are using 4444. And the address is the attack box or the hacker's computer address. So in this case, 10.10.80.08. Now we copy that. And we'll paste it in as a command here. And you'll see if this command works, we'll get a shell access into this one. So it just created a reverse shell. See it connected. And in here we have a normal shell. We have this reverse shell into the victim's computer. So if I took who am I, you'll see I'm the user challenge. So on the victim's computer, if I normal computer, I am user root in the attack box. So we got a connection now into the victim's computer using a reverse shell. We started the listener and we connected the victim's computer to this computer, and now we can browse around. So we can list files and folders. In this case, we see a bunch of files here. And of course, we're looking for a flag. So we could take a look here and we just see some random folders. We can enter these folders and you see random files, but no flags here. And if we check in the home directory itself, also no flag. We could go one folder higher and also no flag here. And so what we could try to do is to become administrator, to become root user. Typically, you will check if it has sudo rights, but in this box there is not even sudo installed, since sudo is typically used to become administrator. So there might be other places where this flag is hidden. It could be that in the folder there is a bash history or a bash history file. There is nothing like that here. And it can also be hidden in environment variables. So if we type env and check for environment variables, we find the flag right here.